everybody, what is going on? We're hopping into the level 10 links 79% showcase here for HIRUDEGARN. Now, if you watched my stream, you'll know that I got this guy to 69% on stream. Well, today at work, I just decided to do one more rotation, and we got him to 79%. So, anyway, we got big-ass HIRUDEGARN here on the screen with this big, veiny skull right there. Look at that, dude. Like, right there on my key balls. Get your veiny skull off of my key balls, dude. Okay, anyway. Let's go ahead and look at HIRUDEGARN here. So no sticker on this guy yet. I haven't decided if I want to put one on him yet. Dude, look at that skull, man. Look at all the veins everywhere. Like his arms, everything. Oh my goodness, HIRUDEGARN. Chill, dude. Now listen, this is already going to make people mad. Here's the build that I went for him. 32 dodge, 4 crit, and 7 additional. I was really debating going for like 12 additional and 31 dodge, but I felt like I had to go. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I have seen those truth videos, and I don't want HIRUDEGARN to ever get touched ever for any reason. So I'm going to absolutely maximize my chance for him to not get touched, okay? So that's what we're doing. I don't know. Some people are probably going to think this is dumb. I do not care. This is what we're rocking with. So hate me all you want, but it is my HIRUDEGARN. You can build yours however you want. HIRUDEGARN, I don't want to say he's dodge or die, but he kind of is. The other friend right here is 69%, I believe. Yeah, and listen, they're doing the same thing, okay? So I think people are getting the memo. We're getting the memo. By the way, how does this sticker look? I mean, at least the flame's going right there. Okay. Anyway. So HIRUDEGARN is starting out at 312k defense right here. He does stack 30% defense every single time he super attacks, and then he does get 10% defense up to 50% every time he dodges. So that's going to give us about 31,000 defense every single time we dodge right here. So if we get all 5 dodges, our defense will just multiply this by 1.5. So we'd be a little bit over about 170k or so is what we would be at right here. So, let's go ahead and get going. We are getting support from Bojack. Let's see how this goes. You know, we do need to do 5 dodges, so let's get it started. HIRUDEGARN, what does he do? Entrance animation is activated right now. We saw it play whenever we joined. Please dodge this, buddy. Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way. There's no way we open up here and we die immediately. 6.8 million, not too bad. Again, mine is only 79%, so there's not a huge difference usually between 79% and 100%, but you can feel it a little bit in just the raw numbers that they're doing. Luckily, HIRUDEGARN and Dragon Fist both are not characters that really need dupes to succeed. They will definitely help them, obviously, as dupes help every character, but because these are like 70% chance to dodge units, you know, you don't need dupes to dodge, right? So... I mean, you do. I mean, it helps, but you know what I mean, right? Like, that 70% chance to dodge is the main defensive mechanic here, and is going to be the same whether or not we, you know, get hit or not. You guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, whether or not we're 100% or 0%, the 70% chance to dodge is our main defensive, like, viable, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I'm going to cut right here. We'll be back whenever HIRUDEGARN is back on rotation. Alright, we're back with HIRUDEGARN on rotation right here, and we do have Cooler this time to help give us a few extra... Well, does he actually share any different links? It gets... Well, not really. We get Brutal Beatdown instead of Revival, but I guess Revival is just key at this point, so yeah, Brutal Beatdown is better, and we are getting, what, 50% support from this guy because we're facing one enemy right here, so that's pretty good. We did get 3 dodges last time and 2 super attacks with HIRUDEGARN, so I'm gonna go... Listen, I haven't looked. We cut back right as the rotation happened. So we're gonna do a little math over here. We're gonna figure out what his defense stat's gonna be. Okay, this is your educational part of the video that everybody loves. So HIRUDEGARN, what's his defensive stat? It would be, oh no, what's 79%? I don't want to cheat. 79 would be 3,000 to stats, right? So we'd be at 11,500. Is that what our defense is? I don't want to cheat and look. Oh no, I forget. Let's say it's 11,500, okay? I actually don't know what our defense stat is right here, because, oh, wait. Aha, other Dokkan wiki. I think this one has it. No, yes, right here. Yay, 12,500. Okay, I was close. Back over to here. Okay. So, 12,500. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so 12,500. We are on a 200% leader skill because we're on HIRUDEGARN's own team. We do have the entrance animation still activated, so we're getting 300% to stats at the start of turn. Links, what do we say that we're getting? We're getting Brutal Beatdown, Big Bad Bosses, and I think that's in, like, Fierce Battle. So just Big Bad Bosses is giving us defense, so we multiply this by 1.25. I believe Bojack... What does Bojack give for support? Oh, no, I promise I didn't look. Like, I know it probably looks like I looked right there, but I promise I did not look. Space Traveling Warriors category allies, key 2, 30% to stats. Okay, I thought he was a time traveler's support. Never mind. Sorry, I had a sneeze. Ugh. Okay, I'm not looking. Okay. Cooler is at 50% support, so we're getting 50% at the start of turn. So HIRUDEGARN gets 100% attack and defense with his intro, and then 200% at the start of turn. So we are getting 350% right here. So we multiply by 4.5. And then we got 2 stacks. And then we got 3 dodges last turn, so multiply by 1.3. So we should, if my math is correct, we should be at 731, 250. Oh, we're close. Look how close we are. We're 3 off. We're 3 off. I mean, that's just rounding errors. But boom, look at that, guys. I can do math. Is that crazy that I can do math? Okay. So anyway, let's grab those. Let's grab these, and let's just see what the attack stats are now. Again, this is 79% level 10 links. Just getting that out there. So let's see. Let's see what he's got. A few more dodges, and we will be fully built up right here. We got 4 attacks aimed at us, so likelihood that we get some of those are good. By the way, HIRUDEGARN does get a additional attack that is a 70% chance to be a super after dodging an attack in a turn, so we have a pretty good chance of doing a second one right here, and we do. Okay, so we should be fully built up now, right? We got 2 dodges, and then we got the 2 stacks, so no need to transform right now, but, you know, we could, like, on our next rotation. Well, no, actually we can't. HIRUDEGARN can transform starting from his 6th turn from the start of battle. So yeah, we can't even transform next turn. Let's just do this. We will link up Janemba. They do share quite a few links with Janemba, so we'll float off Garlic Jr. He's giving a lot of support. This is the friend HIRUDEGARN, 69%. They're looking pretty good. This is what I figure if most of you guys are summoning on this banner, this is what your HIRUDEGARNs are going to be looking like. So hopefully you guys... Let me know what you guys are giving HIRUDEGARN. You know, I was really tempted to give him full dodge. Like, very, very tempted, actually, to give him full dodge. Or, I'm sorry, not full dodge, full additional. I was very tempted to give him full additional. But, I don't know. I've seen, like, Truth's videos scared me. I realize that that is not the norm. I realize that that's not, like, the game of averages. But to say that, I don't know, it put the fear of God into me, maybe, is probably not completely too far from the truth. You know, it's like, if I'm going to be, you know, using HIRUDEGARN, I'm gonna need him to be doing this right here, okay? Nothing else. Like, we dodge here with HIRUDEGARN. The friend's looking pretty good at 69%. Again, both of these units are units that you really don't need dupes in. That's not encouraging you to summon on this banner. That's just saying that, you know, I know a lot of you out there are going to summon on this banner. So if you do, at least you're getting a unit that is good at 55%, right? I mean, obviously, we're not using either of them at 55% here, but if you put in the time, you get them link leveled, they're going to be solid. Even without, like, right now, they're kind of swimming in support. Like, this is not really a realistic setup. I promise that they're going to be solid, unlike Garlic Jr. right here, who is dead. Okay, well, we will be right back. That sucks. Man, okay. Okay, so I went ahead and cut. We got through the first couple of turns right here, so we're taking a look at HIRUDEGARN now. The friend now is actually 55% level 10 links, so now we do actually have a good representation of what HIRUDEGARN can do at 55% right here. So here he is. This is his 2nd turn, I believe. We got both HIRUDEGARNs in turn 2, because, of course, we can't go a single turn without getting the double leader rotation. And HIRUDEGARN also is not dodging as much at 55%. Oh, excuse me. And also, Rose hasn't supered us yet. Rose has not supered us. If he supers, well, if he supers Garlic, we know he won't survive, right? Oh my, dude, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Okay, here's my HIRUDEGARN again. We're throwing him in slot 1. We're not talking about anything. We're not doing anything. He's going to get all these dodges in. This is like 4 attacks. Ah, go! Okay. Come on, HIRUDEGARN. There we go. Okay. HIRUDEGARN is going to double super right here. He would not let me down. I mean, listen, my HIRUDEGARN has been looking good in this video. Like, I don't think HIRUDEGARN has looked bad this entire time. Like, he's been performing at a very, very high level. It's freaking Rose is like, Garlic Jr., I have chosen you to die. Did we just get a triple super? We just get a triple super with my 7 additional build? I feel like we've gotten the triple attack several times. That's the first time we've actually gotten the triple super. All right, we'll take it. And there's 3. And if we dodge this, it'll be 4 attacks dodge out of the 5 that we need. HIRUDEGARN. Guys, imagine that was Gogeta Blue. And we dodged all of his normals, and then we ate the super. Imagine. Imagine that was Gogeta Blue right there. Imagine that. Imagine that was Gogeta Blue. HIRUDEGARN, get it out of your system, buddy. The reason I went for an extra dupe on HIRUDEGARN, by the way, just, you know, story time real quick, is, the reason is because my brain, hang on, guys, it's been a long day. The reason I went for more dupes on HIRUDEGARN is, isn't there like a movie bosses mission as part of the red zone or something like that? Listen, HIRUDEGARN's really good, okay? He's good. I'm going to need him for missions during the 9th anniversary, so I wanted to get an extra dupe into him, so... anyway, did we take any damage right there? Can we transform? No. I would like to transform with HIRUDEGARN in this video. That'd be pretty cool if I could do that. Here he is, 771k defense, pretty good. We are getting offensive support from Turles, but no defensive support on this rotation, so that is okay. I am half tempted right here to use a... You know what? I'm going to use it. I don't even care. We're using it right there. I decided not to bring a Ghost Usher. Originally, I was going to bring a Ghost Usher in here. But I decided not to because I still want HIRUDEGARN to, like, dodge like this. So now he should be... HIRUDEGARN! What is HIRUDEGARN's chance to dodge? Like, his effective chance to dodge. So it would be... let's see. It would be 0.3 times... Actually, I'm sorry. No, it would be... Hang on. Oh, come on, calculator, please. His effective chance to dodge would be 0.32... times 30 plus 70. So he's got a 79.6 chance to dodge. The way you calculate that is that it is your failure rate. So we have a 70% chance to dodge normally, right? So we have a 30% chance not to dodge. And then if we do not dodge from our passive, we have a 32% chance from our hidden potential system. So the hidden potential system can only be activated 32% of the time. So... you take this 30%, and then you multiply it by 0.32, and so you get 9.6, and then you would add that to the 70% chance. So effectively, we have a 79.6 chance to dodge. So anyway, that's how you do that, everybody, in case you're wondering. This friend is not level 10 links, but we do have Big Bad Bosses activated, so that's pretty good. Yeah, Rose, I see you. I see you back there, Rose. Okay? Okay, buddy? Like, you're not hiding from me, okay? I see you very clearly. Okay, let's see what this guy does. This is probably much more representative of where most players who summoned have this guy at this point. You know, nobody's going crazy these days, link leveling like I am, so... You know, even, like, some of the bigger YouTubers now, they just pop the skill balls, you know? It's like, they have no integrity, no pride. I did use skill balls on these guys, but not until I got them to, like, level 8 links, you know, so... Anyway... HIRUDEGARN's looking pretty good. This one got an additional. The friend must have an additional equip on him because they are 50. No, they're 69%. This is like a 69% dev friend is what this is. All right, we got a lot of dodges in, so both HIRUDEGARN should be fully built up. Is next turn 6? I think it is. If next turn is turn 6, then we can go ahead and transform with HIRUDEGARN. Mine. And we can just get that in the video and then start talking about him. You know, just get going here. Oh, I didn't get a super attack with Garlic Jr. That's a mistake. But we're fine. Okay. Surprisingly, didn't need to use an item right there. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and transform with HIRUDEGARN. Let's do it. Let's do it. You guys think they could hire me to be the HIRUDEGARN voice actor? I'll give you one more. No, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. That was like a kid. Hang on. How was that one? Okay, you guys think I can get a job? Let me know. Okay, so now that HIRUDEGARN is transformed, he gets a little bit of extra start of turn attack and defense. Actually, it's less, effectively. But then I'll explain it in the breakdown. Okay, how about this? We put HIRUDEGARN in slot 1. He gets like a high chance to crit in slot 1. He does launch an additional that has a great chance of being a super attack. He still has a 70% chance to dodge. Launches another additional attack. Has a high chance of becoming a super attack within the same turn after evading an attack. He gets an additional chance of performing a critical hit and chance to evade enemy attacks plus 10% within the same turn with each attack evaded. So that is a separate chance that builds up as you do everything else. Dude, HIRUDEGARN takes up the entire screen, dude. Relax. Evades enemy attacks, including super attacks on the next attacking turn every time the character evades 3 attacks in battle. That does reset, though. You can't chain that and get, like, infinite 100% chance to dodge, which is unfortunate. It'll be, like, every other turn that you get a dodge. So HIRUDEGARN is at 685, or 683k defense right here. Don't let that dissuade you from how good he is. He's really closer to about 880k defense right here, and this is without defensive support on rotation. Now, you'll notice that is still lower than what it was in his untransformed state. His untransformed state is going to probably be at a higher defensive level, like no matter what you do, because he does get that extra 50% multiplicative buff whenever he dodges an attack, or like once he's dodged attacks, he gets that extra 50% multiplicative buff. You lose that whenever you transform with HIRUDEGARN. So just like show you guys real quick. This right here is start a turn. This right here is start a turn. And that's the only defense that he's getting. He has his stacks that he's built up, but this is it, like once you transform. Whenever you're in this form right here, you know, you get your 200% at the start of turn here. For the first 5 turns, it's actually 300% because you have your intro activated. But then you have this. You have this. This is multiplicative in your passive, which is just really powerful, right? It's like this is more than that extra 100% that you get at the start of turn, like by far. I don't know why they took this out, like completely. You know, if they wanted to make it like, you know, 50% chance or 50% defense after dodging an attack or something like that, that would have been fine. But like to just completely remove this whenever he transforms is really odd to me. You kind of trade it off for the chance to be better at dodging. But the thing is that this extra dodge chance that you build up right here during the turn is a separate proc. So you're not even really getting 10% from it. You're getting more like 3 or something like that. So that's like obviously not very good. So really the only thing that you're gaining is this, because you also lose defense on the super attack. Like he no longer stacks here anymore. So like what you see with HIRUDEGARN right here, this 683, which again, it's going to jump up to about 880 once the turn locks in. That's it. You have 880k defense and dodge, and I'm not really a huge fan of that. I really wish they would have left some sort of multiplicative buff in his passive here, even if they wanted to make it like, you know, just a total of 50% after dodging or something like that. Or, you know, or just make it rebuild up. That would be fine too. But to completely lose it is just odd to me. It's like they don't understand that these buffs are additive with each other and are not giving you the same potent defensive effect. I mean, you guys saw clear as day. We were at 1,000,000 defense, we transform, and now we're at 683. Which is, again, deceiving, but it's still a net loss of about 120k defense. That doesn't make any sense. So, is 120k defense, do you think, worth the dodge chance? Maybe, you know, because, like, you're not tanking with 1,000,000 defense. But, you know, I don't know. It's just really, it's odd. It's odd is how I'm going to put it. Now, he is going to hit really hard. You do trade off the defense for a lot of offense right here. Remember, we're not getting support from Cooler because we're not on Terrifying Conquerors. And Cooler gives Terrifying Conquerors support whenever there's 2 enemies. So 12.5 million. We have a 70% chance to launch an additional. We don't get it. We did dodge, though, so we have a 50%. We get another normal. That's pretty good. You know, we're dodging. Okay, listen, we're dodging. Okay, though. You know, we didn't get any of the additionals, but we dodged. So there's that. I'm going to come back for one more turn because it'll be his guaranteed dodging turn. And then because we did get 3 dodges right here. So that is valuable. Assuming we survive here, I will be back for one more turn. If we die, then we're just going to cut into the breakdown. I'm back. Okay, so we do have Garlic Jr. here giving a little bit of support. We also have Revival active, which is insane. But we're going to throw HIRUDEGARN in slot 1 right here. We're just going to... I mean, we're going to die, but we're just going to do this. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead. HIRUDEGARN is at 792, 187. Again, that is the effect of having a little bit of extra support on rotation. But yeah, let's go ahead. We'll grab these. That'll give us a tiny smidgen of healing. Let's grab that right there, and then we will do this. So we'll get to see HIRUDEGARN's, you know, guaranteed dodge right here. He's guaranteed to dodge all of these attacks, and then hopefully this time he gives us at least the double super turn. You know, that'd be pretty cool to see the double super. So again, 12.9 million attack stat right here. We're gonna just keep seeing that same number. Because he does just greatly raise attack for 1 turn. There we go, 14 million, and then he can do 2 more potentially, but the hidden potential is going to be pretty rare. All right, there we go, HIRUDEGARN, 15 million, 79% level 10 links. A little bit of support on rotation. You know, once this guy starts getting some buffs from the 9th anniversary movie bosses, you know, we get Broly on here, we get Broly, Chilai, and Limo. Is Sleepy Beerus on movie bosses, or is he just super bosses? I don't remember. But, you know, we start getting some more buffs to this team, and we're going to be looking good. So let me know what you guys think about HIRUDEGARN. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me in this one. I know it was a bit of a challenge, but, you know, I figure you guys might enjoy this one. So, again, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let's watch this dev friend do something, and then we will move into the breakdown. Alright, this is Terrifying Phantom Majin, HIRUDEGARN. His leader skill is Movie Bosses or Resurrected Warriors, Key 3, HP Attack and Defense, 170% to stats, and Legendary Existence or Transformation Boost category allies get the additional 30% to stats. This is horrible. This is like one of the worst leader skills in the game. It's actually just like abysmally bad. Like I can't... Like, this is not good. HIRUDEGARN, though, luckily, is on a decent number of teams and will fit in on, like, other teams really well. You know, like, running this guy as a leader, probably not something you want to do unless you absolutely have to. He does have a good link set, though, for, like, villains. I mean, that's good. But, probably don't want to run him as a villain or as a leader, not just because he's not good, but because his team isn't, you know. You guys know I love dodging units, so running like 2 dodging units that can hold down slot 1 as your leaders is obviously very good in my opinion. But whenever you lead a doo-doo water team, it's obviously not very good. So his super attack, the Phantom Demon Hammer, stacks defense by 30% every time you super attack. You guys saw that, I mean, after only a few turns, we were getting up to a pretty high defensive level. So this is really good. You know, the defense plus this multiplicative support right here, or multiplicative buff that you get right here in phase 2 of your passive is very, very, very good. His passive skill, Malicious Staring Monster, activates entrance animation upon the character's entry once only. You get an additional 3 key and 100% attack and defense, and a 50% chance to crit for 5 turns from the character's entry. This is why I didn't feel the need to give this guy a ton of crit. I wanted to give him a little bit just because I like to have a number in every single column. But, you know, him having a high chance to crit already, you don't need to give him crit. You know, some people would say that you don't need to give him dodge either because he already has a 70% chance to dodge, which is fair. But I don't want this guy to ever get touched, so I gave mine full dodge. But I figure most of you, if you're looking for like a good build, full additional is going to be the way to go for this guy. So it is what it is. Take your pick. I went the dodge route just because I am terrified. I'm a coward. I don't want to like die to HIRUDEGARN. So That's the path I chose, but feel free to choose your own path. For most of you out there, I would recommend additional, but be prepared for the inevitable. Oh man, my HIRUDEGARN never dodges, or he dodges all the normals but never the super. But I mean, I may be saying the same thing even with my full dodge build. So, and then I just have like a very minimal upside, whereas you guys can get triple supers all the time. You're getting this extra damage in, you're getting the extra stacks in. So it is a trade off. 200% attack and defense at the start of turn normally, 100% attack when attacking, 70% chance to dodge. You launch an additional attack as a 70% chance to be a super attack within the same turn after evading an attack. So you do have to dodge first, but I mean, that's fine. That's fair. I mean, you're going to be putting this guy in slot 1 most of the time anyway, so it's not a big deal. He gets an additional defense plus 10% up to 50% with each attack evaded. Again, this is a phase 2 passive buff. I think that's what it is. I think it's phase 2 is what the official naming is, but I'm going to do a video, by the way, for those of you who are still here. I'm going to be doing a video going over like how to actually calculate and look at defense and things like that. Sometime in the next couple of weeks. I got to get through like 2 more weeks, and then I'm going to take like a bit of a mini break, and then I will probably do that video. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be a good, weekend video for me to sit down, talk about, record. That'll be a good one. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, this phase 2 multiplicative buff right here is very powerful because it is multiplicative with this, and it is multiplicative with this. So you get those 3 buckets working together. If you guys have been around before, I like to talk about the buckets. So we got our start of turn bucket. We got our phase 2 bucket, and then we got our, what is this? This is our, like, super attack effect bucket. We have those 3 buckets. So within each bucket, the stats are additive, and then each bucket is multiplicative against itself, or against each other. So that's just how I like to describe that. I'm trying to remember which video it was that I talked about that. It might have been the Vegeta calc video I talked about the buckets, maybe. That might have been the video. One of these videos here recently, I talked about the buckets, and I actually like got Microsoft Paint out and showed you guys. But anyway, pretty good. Like solid. Like it's a basic kit, but it's a kit built on a 70% chance to dodge, so it's a good kit. And then he stacks defense too. So his active skill, Transformation, can be activated when HP is 30% or 70% or less starting from the 3rd turn or starting from turn 6. I think this is a fine condition. Most of the time, you're probably not going to want to transform on turn 3 anyway. That's going to be a very rare instance that you would even want to do that because his intro buff is still up, and he's still, with your intro buff up and you have this up, like there's really no need to ever transform with this guy on turn 3. So I think his entrance thing is fine. I wish it was turn 5 instead of turn 3, I wish it was turn 5 instead of turn 6, but that's okay. Like we will survive. His link set is insane. It's really good. Brutal Beatdown and Berserker. Berserker's not very good, and Revival's not very good. Like those are kind of your 2 lame links. But Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle is obviously very good. This is a Big Bad Bosses character, so you got to get at least this link up to level 10 if you want to be using this guy at his full potential. These are his categories, and then these are his 200% leaders. Not a lot to work with right there. Most people are probably going to be showcasing him on this guy's team. But we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. These are his best linking partners. If you share 5 links with Janemba, you have a really good link set, because I think Janemba is like the gold standard for villain link sets. I don't think a single villain has a better link set than Janemba. So if you're sharing 5 links with him, you're doing good. These are his stats, and then you do transform. So once you transform, so now he gets 250% at the start of turn. Additional 150% when attacking. So this is just like up 50% from what it was in his normal state. But then right here, you get an additional 100% attack and defense and a high chance to perform a critical hit as the first attacker in the turn. So this is kind of to make up for the loss of the intro, I guess you could say. But it's now locked to slot 1. So whereas before, right, you could have 300% at the start of turn as long as your intro was up. But now, once you transform, you get 350%, but only in slot 1. If you put him in any other slot, he's only going to have 250% at the start of turn, which is eh. Launches an additional attack. There's a great chance of becoming a super attack. I mean, that's fine. Great chance of evading enemy attacks, including super attacks. Again, that's fine. Launches an additional attack that is a high chance. It's a 50% chance of being a super attack within the same turn after evading an attack. I feel like this one should just be... What if I just said this should be guaranteed right here? Just launches a guaranteed additional super attack. And then this one right here should be a great chance. I think is what they should do there. But yeah, I mean, he's already out. You know, I can't change him. I can't. I'm not strong enough. You know, I can't change him. He is who he is. Additional chance performing a critical hit and chance to dodge. Plus 10% with each attack evaded during the turn. Again, this is part of the passive phase 2 bucket. So that would be separate from all the other buffs we've talked about so far. I mean, technically it'd be in the same phase as this, but I mean, this isn't like there's nothing to add with this. But yeah, this is essentially the same bucket that it would be in as this one right here. So hang on. I'm not going to draw it. I'm too tired. It's midnight. I got to go to sleep. But yeah, just know that this and this are technically in the same bucket. And then everything else not highlighted is at the start of turn. So everything highlighted in blue right now is in bucket 2, phase 2, whatever you want to call it. And then everything else is in phase 1. So, and then this is actually in phase 3. This is phase 3. The super attack effect. Anyway, link set doesn't change, categories don't change, but now he can link with himself. So if you want to run the double HIRUDEGARN rotation, go for it. You know, let me know how it goes for you. So anyway, that's HIRUDEGARN. I really wish he kept defense right here. I really wish that he kept the 50% defense in his passive, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.